Only 2 days are left until AEW Fight Forever comes out. Now we've seen a lot of gameplay from AEW Fight Forever, but what we've not seen, and probably for good reason, is the creation suit. Well, today, that's changing, because here's a video from Wrestling Kingdom. He's another person from France who's been sharing AEW Fight Forever gameplay footage. I guess like people in France can just walk over and pick up the game and start playing it. God damn. Well, first of all, huge shout out to Mr. Wrestling Kingdom here, and second of all, let's go ahead and take a look at all the options we have available as far as creating a female wrestler goes, meaning the moves, the entrance, and of course the attires, the hair, the skin color. Here we get a nice little look at the roster in general. Here you go, types of faces, we got only 4. And I don't think the number is too different for male wrestlers either. Maybe you'll have 5 presets, maybe 6, but nothing less, nothing more than that. So, as people have been saying for maybe a year now, it's pretty limited. And yeah, when you get to see it yourself, you see how limited it is. Like even the skin colors, you don't have this, you know, what is it, grade or whatever that you can like precisely choose the skin color. Then we got the eyes, les deux yeux. There you go. I mean, yeah, good enough. You can change the color of the eyes as well, of course. Some other colors you got. Again, you got certain types of choices. You can't go away from those. In some cases, for some objects like the eyebrows, you get a lot more choice when it comes to the color of them. As you can see here, pretty robust. It's pretty interesting because, you know, Yukes have been doing the 2K games for a while, and in those games, as you know, you can precisely change the color of pretty much everything. So I thought that was interesting. What else is interesting is right here, all the hair. And me personally, I don't think most of the hair looks good, besides a couple. Yeah, this hair looks good, for example, the Ruby Soho one. And then the original hair right here, that looks pretty decent, but the others, they're iffy. They're iffy. Of course, you can change the hair color as well. So you got 4 body types, which is like a normal body, a bit skinnier, and you got some more meat on the bones, and then you got the muscle. And of course, you can set the parameters. So how tall, how big, how muscular, and yeah, how the weight. You can choose that as well. Yeah, I find this super interesting. See, you can like change up the weight, but it doesn't change the way the wrestler looks. So you can be like a super small, super heavyweight, I think. Here we get to take a look at all the masks we have. Some interesting choices, some very familiar choices. Yeah, WandaVision right there. And down on the bottom left is like the demon mask that you can find in all the 2K games. Even in Saints Row, probably. I don't know why, but some of the stuff that was in the WWE games are also in like Saints Row 2, which shocked the hell out of me, but regardless. Like some of the tattoos even. Or the glasses, the 2023 glasses. Of course, just like in the 2K games, some have limitations. So, you know, it might not be compatible with your hair or with your, you know, top or bottom and all that. Here are some more options. You got the Jushin Thunder Liger ordeal over there. This game definitely needs a community creation. And these are all the face paints. Honestly, like you just got maybe 5-6 makeup options. That needs to be ramped up a lot more, for sure. But the ones that are here, I'd say they're nice. And you got your classic scars right here. And here we go. This is all the brasseries. The tops you can wear. Not that much. Again, this is all the stuff for your arm. One more time. Not that much. Same here. This is, you know, decent enough. It's a good enough selection. You got your neck accessories. Pretty much WWE 2K right there. Nothing, you know, unique or crazy to this game. But yeah, you see the color palette in some of those? That means you can change the color. So, if an object doesn't have that, that means you can't touch it. So here we got the bottoms, and yeah, look, Kenny Omega's tights look super good, right? But you cannot change the color. You cannot do anything. Same with a lot of these, if you notice. Very little of them have that color palette, whatever, near them. Here are the knee pads. Very basic selection again. These can all be filled up in time though. I mean, this is pretty much WWE 2K15. Like, you gotta keep that in mind when it comes to 2K games. Like, it took him 5, 6, 7 years to have all the selections that they do now. You know, it didn't happen like with a snap of a finger. I'm not saying that it's fine that the game, you know, releases in this state with this little creation options. Of course not. But you also gotta consider the other circumstances too. And this is weird to me too, because this is Ty Mello's bottom, and normally it's like green, but in the creation suit it's black and you cannot change the color, which is like kind of confusing. Why not? This right here is important as well. You got the full body suits. Only 2 that can be applicable for wrestling, if we were to be honest. The other 3 is like, you know, maid outfit, bunny girl outfit, and of course you got the infamous bear right there. And then more interestingly, you got some body paint, which honestly doesn't look bad. There's potential here. I want more of this stuff. Yeah, you can be from the Avatar movie, you can be She-Hulk, or you can be the Demon. Well, this is pretty much New Japan Demon body paint anyways. And you know, we already have his entrance animation in the game. I'm sure we have his moves, signatures, finishers as well. So there you go, getting a closer look at this interesting body paint. And you got your tattoos, which all look super generic, but they don't look bad. And there's, you know, there's a decent amount of choice here. And some of them are honestly, yeah, pretty cool, especially in comparison to the WWE 2K series. Like the tattoos, the default tattoos that are in the game, I thought were always lacking. But here, like, you got some cool scorpion tattoo, the dragon tattoo. So for your entrance attire, you got 2 choices. It's either, you know, normal tops like t-shirts or a jacket. As you can see, these are some of the options we have. Lots of freaking t-shirts. And then we got vests. Some cool ones here. Again, with time, I'm sure this will get richer and richer, content-wise. But it's decent enough. It's decent enough. And we got some hoodies there as well, and I think that's all you can do for your entrance. And then you have your street clothes, which he doesn't go too much into these, but yeah, looks like you can do a lot with this too. And then here, this is pretty normal stuff that you've seen before. Choosing your name, how it's gonna be announced, what you're gonna be called, where you're from. I mean, you got Meltzer there. Like, there's a lot of names here. Osprey, I saw before. Got Luther, Luke, Luchasaurus. Got numbered 5, 6, 7, 99. O'Reilly, Osprey, yeah, as I said. Owens was there, I think. Radioactive. Some interesting stuff here for sure. And I like this too. You can choose your birth date. And here are some of the countries available. And then, of course, the states here. And then I think this is like your favorite weapon. And yeah, he chooses a pizza box. Here are some of the poses. And some you can unlock in the shop. And the poses look actually pretty decent. This I love. I actually really like this. What type of AI does your wrestler have? So you got the aggressive one. You know, we're just gonna have to use our imagination for most of these. But yeah. Then you got your barreur. What is... Oh, I guess this is like a brawler. Yeah, this is like a brawler. So like more John Moxley type. You got your brute. And then you got your defensive AI. You got your hybrid AI, which I guess would be like AJ Styles, where you can do high flying moves, where you can go technical as well. You can adapt to everybody. And then you got, I'm not sure, Poids lourd, poids moyen. I gotta check. So this is an interesting distinction right here. We got like heavyweight and midweight hybrid. So I wonder what the difference will be. But for example, for Wardlow, I can see heavyweight hybrid being a thing, because he can do those power moves, but he can also, you know, do the senton, go high flying. Then we have spécialiste de coupe de pied. That means kick specialist, which is interesting. Who would be a kick specialist? Like someone like Kota Ibushi. Then we got the technician, and then we have the Voltigeur, which pretty much, I'm sure, is the high flyer. So that's actually pretty cool to see. Like the amount of different types of AI. And then you can choose your, there you go. Your voice, which I thought was also pretty sick. And after you've done all this, of course, you got your moveset and your entrance left. And let's go ahead and see how that looks like. Obviously, this is going to be surface level, but as you can see, you can choose your signature moves, finishers, provokes, which is taunts, and then like grappling attacks, normal attacks. But yeah, I think by default, maybe this is randomized every single time, or maybe every single like creator wrestler will have this moveset. But yeah, got your Tiger Driver 98 there. He chooses the 619 as the signature. And then this is actually pretty cool. Like, if you guys want to see the whole video, I'll put a link down below. He goes through the whole, almost through the whole moveset list, and there are some interesting names there. But what he ends up choosing, yeah, you can see the Muscle Buster there, you know, Samoa Joe. He's obviously going to be in the game as DLC, right, if things go well. But he's gonna choose this right here, leg hook DDT, which is a nice move. Here's an old school moonsault right here. Yeah. The first thing I'm doing when I get the game, by the way, is this. I'm gonna open up the moveset list and just go through every single one of them. So you better subscribe and, you know, be there when that happens. If you want to see every single move in this game. Yeah, as you can see, then you have your mid-air attacks. Those warning signs are obviously because you have to unlock abilities. Certain abilities to be able to do those moves, so you can't choose them right now. And then we got our entrances, which honestly go deeper than I expected. That's what she said. But first of all, you choose your animation, which I'm sure there is a good amount of choices. If I create a female wrestler, I'd probably go for Io Sky's entrance, but which is in this game. If you didn't know, by the way, I'm not going crazy. Some of these animations, yeah, it says, you know, general, which is generic, and yeah, most of these are pretty damn generic. There you go, she does this one. Kind of love that taunt because I use it all the time for my female wrestlers on 2K. But anyways, then yeah, here's when it gets a little deeper. You can like choose your hand gestures while you're doing the entrance, which is pretty interesting. You can have accessories. Then you have your championship. I'm not sure. Geste du champion, what does that mean exactly? But yeah, maybe championship entrance. You can choose your like effects to put them on the D-pad, so you can like have fire blowing up. You can shake the camera and stuff, so that's pretty interesting. Again, buy some of them from the shop. Then of course you can choose your music. Powerhouse, I love that song, man. Okay, after that you can choose your video. Most of these seem to be pay-per-view branded, or of course other wrestlers. You don't seem to have generic animations, but we don't know that yet. That might not be the case. And here's something that I thought was super sweet. You can put objects behind you, so they're like maximizing these short entrances. So yeah, anything you buy from the shop or that you already have, could be horses, could be security guards, could be druids. I think this is actually pretty damn sick. This can lead to some, you know, great looking stuff, especially with more updates, more objects. That has potential. And after you're done with everything, you finalize, and I love this little detail right here. It's super, super good. Whoever came up with that one, kudos to you. And yeah, you're pretty much ready to play. But as you know, your character is actually going to be pretty weak. So what you got to do is to go through Road to Elite to level up your character so they can become stronger. But yeah, there you go. You will have your character in the list, and honestly, it looks pretty damn good because all the other wrestlers are also rendered. Like Ashley Sky here looks like a, you know, in-game character, which I appreciate. And now let's head over to Inferno to go ahead and take a look at the male custom wrestler options. And thankfully this one is in English, by the way. So there you go, some headwear, stuff that we did not get to see in the last video. Again, the choices are not that crazy though. Got your beanies, at least, you know, you got your generic stuff that can be used for, you know, most cases. And then you got your crazy stuff like the straw hat, pretty much. I think that's a Ronin hat. And then you got a lot of caps with lots of logos right here. There are actually more face types for men than I expected. Still not that many, but there are more than I expected. Skin tones, the same deal as female wrestlers. There you go. Oh my god, some of these are scary, man. This one looks okay. But yeah, the other one, oh my god, dude. That's a demon from hell. Oh, why is he so upset? Oh my god, look at him. Here are the body hair options, which are, you know, little, but you know, they'll do. They're serviceable. Here are the pants for men, or you know, bottom options for men. Got the John Cena jorts, of course. Some long tights. I don't think you can put on stickers either, which is crazy actually. So it's gonna make customization really rudimentary and simple. There's some more options. That's pretty much Shinsuke Nakamura, by the way. Holy hell. Some Kenny Omega tights. And then you got a whole bunch of shorts with country flags. That seems to be a theme for pretty much every section here. Here are some neck accessories. Not that many. Same as the women's pretty much. Face paint. Again, same thing as the woman wrestler. You got your tops here. Bunch of t-shirts. You got the Roman Reigns vest now, I'm noticing. Jeff Hardy thingy. Damn, okay, the more I look at it, the more references I'm getting. That's kind of crazy. Let's see. What else we got? Yeah, whole bunch of t-shirts again with different amount of stickers. Got your referee shirt, but no special referee, so that kind of makes me sad. And then as you get to the bottom of the list, you get your classic flags here. And then some more branded t-shirts. Redragon, actually. They're straight up, the t-shirt is in the game. I guess they're gonna be added too later on. Who knows? At least Kyle O'Reilly, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if he gets added. And here are the jackets. Which is actually, yeah, as you can see, there are more options in comparison to the women. You got your gi. You got your long ass jacket that can, you know, Walter, Edge. And the last thing we're gonna take a quick look at is create an arena. So here is what you can change. You can change the mat, the ropes, the corner posts, the corner joints, turnbuckle covers, apron, and yeah, let's just go ahead and go through the video, see what we can do. There you go. Since you can't upload your own stickers right now, you know, these are all the choices you're gonna get. And you might recognize these textures. Even if you're just a little bit used to the creation suit in the 2K games, you might recognize literally all of these textures like the back of your hand. So yeah, those textures from the 2K games make their way over here. You know, it's not the perfect scenario, but at least there is, like, you know, some variety. I'm sure if you get creative, you can make some cool looking stuff. But yeah, actually the customization here is more varied than I expected. You can change up the turnbuckles here too to, you know, New Japan style padding. And I'm almost 100% sure that if this game does well, we're gonna get like a New Japan DLC too. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see like an official New Japan arena in the game in the future. But yeah, same thing. You can change up the aprons. You can change up the outside mat. So yeah, you can create a pretty distinct looking arena, which, you know, is cool. Here's what you can do to the barricades. It's not too far off from the 2K games in that sense. But then here is when it starts to get a lot more limited in comparison to the WWE 2K games. As you can see, you don't have too many choices when it comes to the Titantron arena. But yeah, you can change up the texture of this too. John Moxley arena one more time. The ramp. You can add objects, 3 of them at a time. So that means you can add 1 horse, or a dog, or a bull, or you can add 3 of them, which I think we're gonna see. Yeah, you got the AEW podium. Some interesting objects. But it doesn't get better than the horse though. It certainly does not get better than this. You can add 4 objects. Excuse me, I was wrong. There you go. 4 freaking horses. And I'm sure you can copy these to the other side, so you can have like 8 horses just replaying that same animation all the time. Change up the lights a little bit. And honestly, that's pretty much it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the gist of the creation suit. Only thing we didn't see is the tag team creation process, but obviously it's like I think that's gonna be pretty straightforward, and I don't think it's something we need to see. Anyways, the game is coming out in 2 days, so if you want to explore everything in meticulous detail, you're gonna have the chance to do it yourself. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I will be making more content on AEW Fight Forever, because no, I don't absolutely despise the game just because I criticize it. I can criticize something and enjoy it at the same time because I'm a human being. The world is not black and white. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one before I get mad again and get mass disliked.